Israil Madrimov put up a fair and unexpected fight to Terence Crawford in his titled defense fight. The judges edged it over to Crawford in the end, despite Madrimov feeling like he deserved more. Some insiders revealed that Madrimov was feeling so down that he might have called quits on the sport. Let's take a look. Terence Crawford has added another title to his impressive collection, becoming a 4-division champion with a hard-fought victory over Israil Madrimov. The bout, which took place for the WEA Super Welterweight title, was anything but easy for Crawford. He earned a unanimous decision win, with judges scoring the fight 116, 112, and 115, 113 twice in his favor. Crawford's performance was marked by his effective use of the jab, consistent activity, and a strong push in the later rounds. These factors helped him secure the title in a new weight class, despite Madrimov's impressive skills and resilience. Madrimov, known for his speed, movement, and power, proved to be a tricky opponent for Crawford. His straight right hand was particularly effective in the early and middle rounds, adding to Crawford's challenge. Throughout the fight, Crawford worked hard to neutralize Madrimov's momentum with powerful body shots and well-placed uppercuts. Both fighters ended the match with minor swelling under their left eyes, but there was no significant facial damage. Madrimov's promoter, Eddie Hearn, shared his thoughts on social media following the fight, acknowledging the tough challenge Madrimov faced. Despite the close contest, Crawford's skill and determination were enough to secure his victory and add another championship belt to his storied career. Eddie Hearn, Madrimov's promoter, feels that the scorecards didn't do his fighter justice and believes that Madrimov deserved more recognition as the defending champion. Reports from inside of Madrimov camp revealed that Madrimov was furious with the referee's decision and wanted to quit the sport because he felt it was corrupted, and if you were a superstar, referees would treat you different. Longtime boxing journalist Dan Rafael shared his thoughts on the fight, criticizing Madrimov's activity level and casting doubt on Crawford's prospects against Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Rafael argued that Madrimov's lower activity might have been a factor in the decision, while also suggesting that Crawford might struggle against Canelo. However, I see things differently regarding Madrimov's activity. It seemed that Madrimov wasn't merely choosing to be inactive. Rather, he appeared to be growing tired as the fight progressed. His constant movement and high work rate throughout the earlier rounds took a toll on him, especially in the later rounds, where he absorbed some heavy shots. This fatigue likely affected his ability to maintain his earlier pace. As for the potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup, Rafael's concerns are valid. Madrimov's punches and strength did seem to impact Crawford. Even though Madrimov was only one weight class up from Crawford's usual welterweight division, this suggests that Crawford might face even tougher challenges against a larger, powerful fighter like Canelo. It's hard to picture Terence Crawford handling the kind of shots he took from Israil Madrimov if they were coming from a powerful fighter like Canelo Alvarez. Crawford might be looking at a rematch with Errol Spence for his next fight, or perhaps another challenge at 154 pounds. However, it's understandable that fans could be nervous about him stepping up to face Canelo. Saturday night's fight was a tactical masterpiece between two top-notch boxers, and Crawford came out on top. The overall event, organized by Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyadh Season, was a big success, marking a notable debut for their events in the United States. We also witnessed two significant upsets. Martin Bakole knocked out Jared Anderson, and Jose Valenzuela defeated Isaac Cruz. Madrimov's performance in this fight really showcased his potential and resilience. Despite only having 11 pro fights, his skill and toughness were evident, and his stock definitely went up even with the loss. His experience from the amateur circuit, similar to other top fighters like Beterbiev, plays a huge role in his development. The Soviet boxing system, including the Uzbek school, emphasizes extensive amateur experience, which helps these fighters adapt quickly in the professional ranks. Madrimov's ability to compete at such a high level, with relatively few professional bouts, is a testament to his talent and hard work. The discussion around the fight really highlights how impressive both fighters were. Madrimov's cardio and movement were standout aspects, and his performance, despite only having 11 pro fights, certainly elevated his stock. His ability to stay active and avoid fatigue throughout the fight, along with his tactical adjustments, was impressive. People are noting that his output was lower compared to Crawford's, which some argue affected his chances, especially in the later rounds. Crawford's ability to adapt and land clean, effective punches in the championship rounds was crucial. His performance, while not flawless, showed his elite skill level and why he's considered a top fighter. The commentary, especially from Porter, seemed to be a point of contention. It's clear that while Crawford did win, the close nature of the fight and Madrimov's performance have led to mixed opinions. Crawford's adjustment in the later rounds and his sharper punches were key to his victory, but Madrimov's skill and endurance were commendable. Both fighters showed they're at the top of their game, and the fight was a testament to high-level boxing. The ongoing debates about their performances and future matchups, especially against other top names, will be interesting to follow. Terence Crawford's victory over Israil Madrimov was fair, despite the close nature of the fight. Madrimov landed some impressive power punches, arguably more than Crawford, but Crawford was able to win more rounds overall. The key moment in the fight was the 11th round, which tipped the scales in Crawford's favor. It's understandable why some people might think Crawford was given the edge due to his association with Turki Alalshik, especially since there's a perception that Crawford would be favored in a close decision. However, Madrimov wasn't robbed. It was indeed a tight fight, with Crawford securing a narrow win. The bout was competitive and showed Madrimov's impressive stamina and footwork. He kept up a high pace with constant movement and feints, which is no small feat. However, Madrimov struggled to follow up on his heavy hits, as Crawford's counterpunching made him wary of taking risks after landing solid shots. Each time Madrimov landed a powerful punch, Crawford responded with a counter, keeping him in check. Madrimov did a lot to silence his critics and proved he's no easy target. While he lost, it wasn't a career-damaging defeat, and he could still make a significant impact in the division with some adjustments. For Crawford, despite adding another title to his impressive career, this fight might be a bit of a disappointment. It didn't enhance his hype significantly, especially for a potential showdown with Canelo Alvarez. Crawford's performance showed he might not be quite ready for such a high-profile fight, despite his continued success and titles. It's frustrating when close rounds always seem to go in favor of Terence Crawford. In this fight, Crawford wasn't the champion, and I don't think he did enough to edge out Israil Madrimov, who seemed to land more punches and was effective with his countering. Madrimov consistently landed clean shots, including his right hand and some short left hooks. It's easy to feel like any close round just automatically goes to Crawford. Some might feel that a draw might have been a fair result, as Crawford was taking quite a few hits, but the judges still had him winning 7-5. It was a very close fight, and Crawford had to step up his game in the later rounds to secure the win. Madrimov was impressive with his feints, speed, and accuracy, and he didn't overextend like some of Crawford's previous opponents. Some people might think Crawford didn't perform well, but it's really a testament to how good Madrimov was. The score of 116-112 for Crawford seems reasonable, or maybe a 9-3 score, but Madrimov's activity level might not have been enough to win that many rounds. Respect to Madrimov for making it to the end and showing he's a solid fighter with good ring IQ. And as for Sean Porter's commentary, he seemed to be missing the mark and not fully grasping the action in the ring.